about the graphs. Okay, so this is the last chapter, this is the last topic in our syllabus. Okay, here we are going to discuss the entire thing regarding the graphs. So what is a graph, and then terminology, and then how to represent the graphs. Okay, so first, what is a graph? Graph is a non-linear data structure. It contains the set of points known as a nodes and the set of links known as edges. Okay, here the edges are used to connect the vertices. A graph is defined as follows. Okay, so what is the graph first? So what is a graph? Obviously, it is a non-linear data structure only. So these things already we discussed, what is linear, what is a non-linear data structure. Okay, so here the graphs comes under the non-linear data structure only. So what is this means? Like the data is not arranged in a linear fashion, so there is a no connection between the elements. Okay, previously like in arrays, so the how the elements are arranged in a linear, like one after like a of 0, like that we arrange. But here there is a no link between the elements. Okay, and then definition for this one is graph is a collection of vertices and arcs in which the vertices are connected with the arcs. Okay, here what is the graph? Graph is a collection of vertices and nodes. Okay, sorry, collection of vertices and the edges. Okay, so what is the word a node means? Sorry, what is a vertex means? It's like a node only. Okay, node. And then the connection link between the two vertices, we have to call that as the edge. Okay, so this one, generally a graph is represented as a G and V and E. So collection of vertices and collection of edges. So V is a set of vertices and E is a set of edges. Okay. So this one. And the example for this one is this. Okay. So this is a graph. So here A, B, C, D, E. These are the vertices. And then here the connection link between the two vertices, it is there. So this we have to call that as a edges. Okay. So this is a graph. Okay, see here the vertices are a b c d e, and then the edges are a b a c b d c d, and then a d a e b e. So these are the edges. Okay, so the next, then the terminology, the which terminology we have to use in a graph. So whenever you are designing the graph data structure, so which terminology we have to use. Okay, so this one, so first one is a vertex. So what is a vertex? Individual data element in a graph is called as a vertex. Okay, individual data element in individual data element of a graph is called as vertex. Okay, the vertex also known as a node. In trees, already we discussed the trees, there we use the term as a node. So here also the same node we can call for the vertex. So vertex what means? It's an individual element, that's all. Okay, so here we can take like numbers, or else we can take the alphabets to represent that vertex. Okay, this one. Next, so what is the edge? Okay, I have two nodes a comma b. Okay, two vertices. So here I have to establish a relationship between the two vertices. Here the connection link, we have to call this as a edge. Okay, so here what is the edge? Edge is a connecting link between the two vertices. Okay, between the two vertices, the connection link between the two vertices is known as edge. Okay, two vertices is known as edge. Here we are calling the edges as a arc also. Okay, we can call this edge as a arc. And an edge is represented as starting vertex and ending vertex. So this one, starting and ending this one. Okay, from here we are starting, and then this is the end of this one. Okay, next, how many types of edges? There are three types of the edges are there. So those are direct edge, indirect edge, and weighted edge. So I have vertices a comma b. So here it's a edge. So here we didn't mention any direction, whether the link, whether the relationship between exists between these two now, or only in one direction. Okay, are only in one direction, or how much, what is the cost of this one. So this three can be defined by using these three things. So what is that? The undirected means, undirected is a bidirectional edge, means a to b, b to a. Okay, if there is a indirect edge between the vertices a and b, then a comma b is equal to the edge b comma a. So a comma b equals to b comma a, means there is a no particular direction, bidirectional. It is a undirected edge means there is a relationship between both sides, like a to b, b to a. Okay, next one, direct edge. So the direct edge is a the direct edge is a undirectional edge. If there is a direct edge between the vertices a and b, then a comma b is not equal to the b comma a. So here a and b, so here like imagine a and b are two cities. So here the edge, here this is a edge, so it is showing the arrow like this. So means there is a one way connection from a to b, only one way is there, okay, not two ways. So this is a directed edge. So here a comma b is not equals to b comma a. Okay, so this is a directional edge. Next, weighted edge. So what is this weighted edge? Weighted edge is a edge with the value on it. So here like a comma b is there. So here a and b are there, two cities. Here from a to b the distance is like 400 meters or like 400 kilometers, like this. Some value, if there is some value on this edge, we have to call this edge as a weighted edge. Okay, so we'll see a and b. So here no direction, we have to call this as an undirected edge. Suppose if it is marking like this, we have to call this edge as a directed edge. Suppose here like cost, if you are mentioning 40, so we have to call this edge as a weighted edge. Okay, so these are the types of the edge. Now we'll see the types of the graph. Okay, so there are, we have to classify the graph into different types. So that is a undirected graph and directed graph. So what is a directed graph? Sorry, what is undirected graph? Means there is a no directional, means relationship is bidirectional, a to b, b to a. Okay, so that is a undirected graph. A graph with only undirected edges is said to be a undirected graph, like this. A vertices is there, b is there, c is there, d is there. So like this, a to b, b to c, a to d, a to d, and then b to c. Here we didn't mention any direction. So here b to a and a to b both are same. So this is a undirectional graph. Okay, so next one is directional graph. Suppose if you are mentioning like a to b, b to a, so here we are using the arrows, means there is a relationship like a to b exists like this. So this is a directed graph. Okay, so next one is a mixed graph. A graph with both directed and undirected graph is said to be the mixed direction. In both direction it is there. Next, end of vertices are end points. So like end points from a to b, c, it is like this is there. So what is the end of the, which one is the end of the vertex? Okay, so this two vertices are joined by the edges are called what? End vertices are of the at edge. So it is in case of the cyclic graph. Okay, so starting point and then ending point. So these are the ending, like more are there vertices, a, b, c, d, e, e, f. So like this it is there. So this is a starting vertex, this is a index vertex. So we have to call this as a end vertices. Okay, and then next, origin. If the edge is directed, its first end point is said to be the origin of edge. Okay, so here a, b, c, d. So this is a, okay, this is a directed graph. Okay, this is a directed graph. In this, the first end point we have to set to be the origin of 8, and then the destination. So the destination, if the edge is directed, its the first end point is set to be the origin, and the sorry, and other end point is said to be the destination. Okay, and the other end point is said to be the destination. Okay, so next one, what is adjacent graph? Okay, what is adjacent vertices? If there is an edge between the two vertices, okay, like a, b, two vertices are there. If there is an edge between the two vertices, then both a and b are said to be the adjacent vertices. Okay, if there is a link between the a and b, we have to call this as a adjacent vertices. Okay, so next one, incident. Okay, incident. edge is said to be the incident on the vertex if the vertex is one of the endpoints of that edge. Okay, so here A, B, C, D. So the edge is said to be the incident of a vertex. Okay, and then if the vertex is one of the endpoints of the edge, one of the endpoints of the edge. So see here. So suppose here, so this is the end point here. So this edge, okay, this edge we have to call this as a incident of this one. Okay, incident of this one. And incoming edge, okay, incoming edge, they are directed edge is said to be the incoming edge on its destination vertex. Okay, so here destination vertex, it is like this. D is there from A, here connection is there. So here incoming edge is there to this D, incoming edge is there. So this one we have to call this as a incoming edge. So if it is like this, okay, from A to this is outgoing edge, this is incoming edge to this vertex. Okay, so this one incoming edge, outgoing edge. Next, a degree. The total number of edges connected to that vertex is said to be the degree of the vertex. The total number of edges like A, B, C, D, E is there. So this is like this. If it is like this, now what is the degree of this one? Here it is connected with A, C, D, E. So it is 4. The degree of A is 4. Like the total number of edges connected to that vertex is said to be the degree of the vertex in degree. Like means how many in how many in so this how many, okay, here, sorry, okay, incoming edges. So what is the incoming edges means what is the how many here A, B, C, D is there. Okay, so here the directional graph is there. Okay, how many edges is pointing to this A, like, so this incoming like in degree. So like here from B there is a direction, from C here. So this two incoming edges, okay, this two incoming edges we have to call this as a in degree. So for A, two for A the in degree is 2. Okay, how many incoming edges are there, that we have to take it as a in degree of that vertex. Okay, incoming edges, the total number of incoming edges to that particular vertex. Okay, then out degree, from the vertex how many like this edges are there. So this is the outgoing outgoing degree, out degree, like how many outgoing edges, how many outgoing edges are there, that it will become the out degree of this particular vertex. Okay, next, parallel edges are multiple edges. If there are two undirected graphs with the same with the same end vertices, or two directed edges with the same origin or destination, such degrees such edges are called parallel edges, or the parallel multiple edges. Okay, if there are two undirected edges with the same end vertices, okay, then two directed edges with the same origin and destination we have to call that as a parallel edges, like same direction. Okay, same edges, same undirectional edges. So that type of edges we have to call that as a parallel edges. Okay, and then what is a simple graph? A graph is said to be the simple if there are no parallel and self loop edges, like simple, no parallel and the self, like A to A. Okay, A to A, it should not it will not be like this. So that time that is a simple edge. And then what is the path? Okay, if path is a sequence of alternate vertices and the edges that start a vertex and the ends at the other such vertex, such that the edge is incident to its procedures and the successor vertex, like here from A to D. So here, okay, from starting to this, here we are starting the our travels from A, and we have to reach the destination D. So these are the path. Okay, this is a path. Okay, this, so that is a path. Okay, Okay, next, how to represent the graphs. Okay, graphs can be represented in many ways, so here we are going to discuss in three ways. So those are the adjacent, and then incidence, and then adjacent list, adjacent matrix and adjacent list only we have to concentrate here. Okay, adjacency matrix, how we have to represent the graph by using the adjacency matrix. Okay, in this representation, graph is represented by using the matrix of size the total number of vertices by the total number of vertices, like v to v only. Okay, so like this, the total number of the total, sorry, the matrix, the size of the matrix, it should be like total number of vertices by the total number of vertices. Okay, that means a graph with 4 vertices is represented by using the matrix of 4 by 4, like v by v by v, like here also this has a vertices, this also vertices. Okay, so here, and then how, what are the values? Okay, here suppose like four vertices are there, like 4 by 4 we can do like this, 1 2 3 0 1 2 3. So like this we can represent there. What are the values? So this one. Okay, how to define this values? Okay, so here how to fill this matrix means, here this matrix is filled with either 0 or 1 or 0. When it is 0, when it is 1 means, here if sorry, 1 represent that are that there are an edge from row vertex to the column vertex, then 0 represent the no edge from the row vertex to the column vertex. So that time we have to see this example. Okay, this is a graph. So these here the vertices are a b c d e. So first we have taken the row wise, like a b c d. Next column wise, so same, v by v only, no, the vertices by vertices. Here these are the vertices, these are the vertices. Okay, now how to enter the values? See here, from a to a. Okay, from a to a, no relation, so it is 0. Okay, next a to b, edge is there. Okay, link is there, so 1. So and then a to c, sorry, a to c link is there, and then a to d 1 is there, a to e, no, nothing is there, so 0. And then b to a, b to bidirectional, no, so it is 1 we can take, so 1. And then b to b, no relation, like 0. Like this, like this we have to fill the adjacency matrix. So here, when how we have to fill, 1 represent that there is an edge from row vertex to the column vertex. And then when we have to take the 0, here 0 represent that there is a no edge from row vertex to the column vertex. Okay, so this one. So one more example. Okay, student, now we'll see the adjacency list. Okay, so in this representation, every vertex of a graph contains a list of adjacent vertices. Okay, graph contains the list of adjacent vertices, means like if there is a connection a to b, that we have to take it. See here. Okay, so here this is a vertices a b c d e. So what we have to do, first we have to take all the vertices, and then a to b. Okay, a to b, so there is a edge between a to b, so a b we are writing, and then again a to c is there, so a to c, so that is from a to c it is there. Okay, now a is finished, now we'll take the b. Okay, here from where a to d is there, a to e is there, so b to d is there, b to e is there, so b to d and b to e. So that's all, that is the next edge. Next, c. So for C, 1 only, 1 only. So that is, sorry, incoming, no, not incoming, outgoing we have to see. So C to D only. Okay, next D. So for C, for D, how many are there? Check. For D, from D to, from C to D is there, sorry, from C to D is there, from B to D is there, and then from D itself is there. Okay, so here A, it is not there. D here we have to take. Okay, this is a D, this is a B, sorry, like outgoing it is taking, not incoming, outgoing. From this A to B, and then A to C. Next from B, B to D, B to E, and then C. B to D only, and then D from B to A, B to E, and then B to E. This is correct only. Sorry, B to uh, this one, B to C, B to D, and then B itself. That only. Okay, B to A, B to A. Sorry, D to A, D to E, D to E. Okay, incoming. Sorry, I'm getting confusion. Okay, so from B to, not this one, D to A to D to A, and then D to E, and then self. Okay, this is a adjacent list. So these are the two ways to represent the adjacent matrices. Adjacent representation of the graph by using the adjacent list. Okay, okay, students. This is the regarding the graphs. Okay, with this our portion got over. Okay, okay. Thank you, students.